Good morning, students. How are you? I'm so glad you're here. It's Friday. Ready for another math lesson? Okay, starting on Monday. Guess what? We'll be going on Zoom. So make sure your parents download the app and get ready. I'll be sending out the code. Miss Russell's got to learn about it. This is going to be the first time I'm going to use it. And there's a plane flying overhead if you hear that noise. And it's going to be great. So we'll be going on Zoom. We'll definitely do it in the morning, probably early. I don't want to do it too early, but it's not going to be like at 11 o'clock. It'll probably be closer to like 9. So we can get our lesson in, okay? And I hope that you will participate. I hope to have a lot of my 23 super successful second graders participating in the lesson, all right? So we are going to, before we do that, I wanted to say thank you to some students, moving on, who did an AR test, okay? These students did an AR test over yesterday, Thursday. Landon, Holden, Ross, Sky, Isaiah, Damari, McKinley, Dylan, Nora, and Tenoris. Thank you for doing an AR test. Everyone should be doing an AR test. You can do AR at home. You can go on the Mayan site and then go to AR, go to Renaissance, use your ClassLink card. If you're having problems with that, let Miss Russell know and I'll help you. I've helped other people and I would love to help you. If I can't help you, I will connect you with someone who can. Okay, so for our activity for today, I did put on there for you to do the rectangle version of what we did on Monday or Tuesday. You don't have to do that. You can do that in addition, but that's optional. I changed it up a little bit. We're actually gonna do something else. It's called My Name in Fractions. Okay, so you should have a piece of paper, you should have a pencil, and you could finish it when we get off and send it to me via Class Dojo. Take a picture of it, upload it to the portfolio section, and I would love to see your work. Okay, I really do want to see your work. So how we're going to do this, I just took a name, Lauren. This is actually the name that on the picture that I posted on Class Dojo, since no one in our class is named Lauren. Okay, so we're going to answer several questions based on this. The first one we're going to say is how many equal parts? So each letter is an equal part. So if each letter is an equal part, Lauren is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equal parts. So she's got 6 letters in her name. So basically when we say how many equal parts, we're asking about the letters in your name. So there's 6, right? So there's 6 letters in her name. Okay? Each letter represents what fraction? So if there's 6 letters in her name, what fraction does each letter represent? 1/6, right? 1/6. And I will put these questions on Class Dojo. So you're going to do this for your name, and I'm also going to have you do it you're going to choose 5 of our spelling words to do it for as well. So it'll be name and just some spelling words, okay? The next question is, how many vowels, what fraction would represent the number of vowels that are in her name? So we know that the bottom part is going to be 6 because there's 6 letters. How many of these letters are vowels? How many letters are vowels in her name? A is a vowel, right? U is a vowel, and E is a vowel. So she's got 3 out of 6. 3 out of 6 of the letters in her name are vowels. We know that 3 out of 6, 3 is half of 6, right? So 3 out of 6 is another way of saying what? Half, right? Remember we talked about how there's a lot of different ways to say half. 3 out of 6 is another fraction for half, okay? Of course, we asked about vowels, so now we got to ask about consonants. And how many letters are consonants? L is a consonant, R is a consonant, and N is a consonant, so that's 3. Again, 3 out of 6 of the letters in her name are consonants. So each letter represents 1/6. So 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 equals the whole name of Lauren, okay? Because she's got 6 letters in her name. 3 out of 6 of the letters are vowels, and 3 out of 6 of the letters, 3/6 of the letters are consonants, okay? So that is how I want you to do that. And I will put those questions on Class Dojo, okay? So you can do that for your name, and I also want you to choose 5 of our spelling words and do that and show it to me, okay? So let's look over here. If we were to make her name as a bar, we could just draw a rectangle, okay? And we're gonna just draw 6 equal parts. Of course, Miss Russell is guesstimating, so they're not gonna be completely equal because I'm not measuring. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay? And so each of these would be 1/6, okay? 1/6. Okay? And if you look at the example that I put on Class Dojo, you'll see she colored it. It's colored in different colors. I don't have the markers to do that, but you are welcome to do that. But I do want you to draw a shape. You could draw a circle, you could draw a rectangle, you could draw whatever shape you want to represent your name and divide it into however many letters are in your name. So here's another word. Miss Russell's, we'll just do Miss Russell. We'll just do Joy. You know, Miss Russell's first name is Joy. Actually, my middle name is Joy. Okay, so how many letters are in my name? 3. Okay, what fraction does each letter represent? Okay, so if there's 3 letters, okay, 1/3. Each of these is 1/3 because there's 3. There's 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3 equals a whole. How many vowels? Okay, we're gonna count only O as a vowel. I know Y sometimes is a vowel, but we're not going to count it as a vowel this time. So 1/3 of the letters are vowels. What amount are consonants? 2/3. Okay? And if I were to draw a bar for that, I could go 1 and 2. Okay? And this would be 1/3. This would be 1/3, and this would be 1/3. Okay? I'm going to erase this now. Okay, so there we go. So you can submit that on Class Dojo. If you need to go back, we can. Okay. One good thing about doing Zoom will be that if you have questions, you can stop and ask me questions. But even for today, if you have questions, go ahead and send them to me via Class Dojo, and I will answer your questions. I get a lot of questions every day, and I'm here to to answer your questions and to help. Okay. So I am going to draw some rectangles. I'm going to draw 4 rectangles. Okay, and you could draw some on your paper as well. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and I'm going to divide all of them up into fourths. So that means I'm going to make 2 columns and 2 rows. Okay, so there's 2 columns. Whenever we make 2 columns, you only have to draw 1 line. 2 columns and 2 rows. And for this one, 2 columns and 2 rows. All right, I'm going to grab a different color marker. Okay, so let's partition this first one in half. We're going to partition this first one in half. So we're going to color in this area and this area. What fraction would we use to represent how many areas are covered or shaded? Okay, so we know that it's 4 for what? The denominator, that's the number that goes in the bottom. What number is on the top? 2, because 2 boxes are covered. Even though it's 2 4, it says 2 fourths. 2 fourths is another way of saying what? 1/2, because 2 is half of 4, correct? Okay, so let's look at another one. Let's shade this. We're just going to shade 1 box in for this one. 1 box. Okay, 1 box. What fraction would we use to represent the area that is shaded on this one? 1 over what? 4. 1/4. Okay, 1/4 of that box is shaded. Okay, what fraction would we use to talk about the part that is not shaded? Part that is not shaded. 3/4. 1, 2, 3. 3/4 of it is not shaded. Okay, let's look over here. Let's do 3/4 for this one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so just like 3/4 was not shaded there, 3/4 is shaded here. So we have 4 for the denominator and 1, 2, 3/4 of this is shaded. which fraction will we use to tell what area is not shaded in this rectangle? 1/4. This is 1/4, right? So we added, even the 1/4 plus 1/4 is what? 2/4. 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 is what? 3/4. The bottom number didn't change, okay? The top number did. Okay, so when we add 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4, it's going to give us 3/4. Okay, and if we're going to color in everything for this one, okay, I know I didn't do a great job of coloring, but what area will we use what fraction will we use for this one? This would be 4/4, and 4/4 is another way of saying 1, or the whole thing. If the whole thing is shaded in. Okay? All right. Okay, so let's look over here. I'm going to erase this. You guys are doing an awesome job. Okay, I'm not going to be as long today. I wanted you to make sure that you do your fraction in your name in fractions. Okay, so your assignments for today are to do your name in fractions, choose 5 of your spelling words, and do that in fractions. So I'm going to do one more name in fractions, okay? So let's do, I'm going to choose this name, Allison. I wonder why I chose that name, Allison. Okay, so let's look at the first question. How many letters are in that name? How many equal parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 equal parts. So we know that the denominator is going to be 7. Okay? What is the fraction that we would use to describe the vowels? Okay, remember, Allison is the whole. So that Allison equals the whole name. That's the whole name. It's 7 equal parts. What fraction will we use to describe each of the letters? 1/7. If there's 7 for the total, 1/7 is the fraction for each individual letter. So 1/7, 1/7, 1/7, 1/7, 1/7, 1/7, 1/7 equals the whole. Okay? What fraction will we use to describe the vowels? How many vowels are there in the name Allison? 1, 2, 3. So we would say 3/7 of the letters in the name Allison are vowels. 3/7. Okay? How many letters, or what fraction will we use to describe the consonants in the name Allison? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4/7. Okay? So 3/7 of the letters are vowels. 4/7 of the letters are consonants. So remember, I want you to do this for your name, and I want you to do this for 5. Choose any 5 of the spelling words, okay? So, guys, that is it for today. I hope you have a great weekend. Get some rest. The weather is beautiful, okay? We'll come back tomorrow on Monday, and thank you for participating, and continue to show me your work, okay? And I look forward to having our live class on Zoom on Monday. I will post the live class on YouTube after it's done. So I'll find a way, but I prefer that you participate in the live class and not just watch the recorded version, okay? Miss Russell loves you. You have a great day, and I'll see you later, okay? Happy Friday. It's Friday. Woo! All right. See you later. Bye-bye.